Hello Virgo, this is your yearly forecast. You're going to get 12 cards, one card for each month, and 3 rows of 4. Okay, so let's see what 2021 has in store for you. For the month of January, and I know January's gone, this is a 10 of Swords. For February, you have a 2 of Wands. You have 9 of Wands for March. The Tower for April. You have the Emperor, I'm sorry. This is the Emperor, and that's for May. For June, you have 4 of Cups. For July, you have the Fool. August, you have 8 of Cups. September, you have 6 of Cups. October, you have the High Priest in reverse. November, King of Swords. December, 5 of Wands. Okay. Things look a little turbulent for you. But let's see what's going on. From what it looks like, it seems as if, it feels like there's going to be, a relationship issue. And it could be a relationship that's personal or affecting your work. But these cups are telling me a lot about what's going on. Okay, so those are my first impressions that I'll get to. Now, Virgo, you're an earth sign, but I don't see any pentacles here. The Emperor is related to the material world of the earth. But as far as your element, no. But I think there's an important message that's coming from that, the fact that there are no pentacles. I feel like all of us, we're going through this pandemic, this crisis, this national crisis, and the COVID crisis, everyone is landing and is in a place they didn't think they'd land before, whether it's their home, their relationship, school, whatever. So I'm giving you this reading, taking into account whatever might have happened in 2020, because we're still going through the aftershocks. We're still going through a lot of stuff. So when I say I see a lot of relationship turbulence, I'm going on the fact that, one, you began it with a 10 of Swords, meaning you're very worried about something, lots of drama. But there's this Tower here in the month of April, which is, it all burns down. You have to start over. So there could have been a very disruptive issue in your life starting in April. The Emperor comes in, and I feel like the Emperor, who's the ruler and keeps things under control, could be an authority figure. That's what the Emperor does. He sets rules, he sets boundaries. So I feel like part of the catastrophe, and these are your major arcana, by the way, and you've got a lot of significant major arcana here. So we have a disaster with the Tower. Then we go to the Emperor, who's trying to keep things under control. He's asserting his authority. So part of this relationship clash that I'm seeing for you, Virgo, has a lot to do with power in the relationship, power in the family, or power at your work or your job. So I see a huge break here with the next major arcana here with the Fool. And the Fool has his wands. This is about following your bliss, following what makes you happy. Keep in mind, this is underscored by the 8 of Cups, which is the same message, a lower echo of the Fool. Leaving to find your bliss, to find emotional happiness, to get away from limitations. Okay? So I feel like the Fool is walking away from the Emperor, like screw you. Especially with that 4 of Cups. So the last major arcana you have is in October, and that is the High Priest. Now the High Priest is supposed to be the mediator. And this could actually be actual legal litigation where, two people seek legal counsel. But it does mean faith, tradition, counsel, awakening of your spirituality. When this is in reversed, I feel, based on what's happening here, there's a lot of trust issues that happened. So that's just from your major arcana. The minor arcana are pretty much filling in what's going on in detail. So when I returned to January with that Ten of Swords, yes, you started the year. Some of you started January with a lot of drama, a lot of worries. Again, money, relationships, this crisis has thrown us all into a tailspin. Got that Two of Wands. This is about partnership, hoping something works out. And then a Nine of Wands, which is sort of reaffirming the Two of Wands, because Nine of Wands is about being prepared, whether it's a disaster. The lessons that you've learned in the past, you're preparing for them based on that information. I also want to underscore the fact that you've got two nines here surrounding this pair. 9 is the number of finishing up, resolving an issue. This is about worry that there's an issue that is now starting to manifest more strongly. And Nine of Wands is also about being prepared and looking out and facing a resolution for a problem that you've had. So that's when the Tower happens, where, okay, we're going to start all over. So whatever this project or relationship was, the first 4 months of the year, there's restructuring. You have to start over. You have to go back to the beginning. And, and that can take many different forms, Virgo. So that's why this reading I gave for summer, this is May, this is August. Your summer is going to be, it could be one of just letting go. That's not necessarily a relationship issue, but it could be an issue for you, because this Four of Cups here in June, you have emotional detachment. Someone's being emotionally selfish. So, sometimes you just have to take a break, part ways for a little bit, or you have to take your own personal space within the relationship. And then by the time we get to September, now we're sentimental. This is the card of memories of the past, missing someone, and it could also be related to a child as well, child issues. So that's when we have that lack of faith here in October. Finishing off the year, the King of Swords. Now the King of Swords is a lower echo of the Emperor. He's a ruler. Of course, he's a king. The King of Swords, again, it could be someone making an important decision, an authority figure. Someone approves a loan at the bank, or someone makes, a judge makes a particular decision in a court case. But whatever this decision is, and for a brief moment I thought of a legal issue like fighting over a will or something, or a divorce. December, I feel like everything that was going on here with you taking your emotional space, dealing with boundaries and limitations, it's going to come to a head here, and I feel like this involves family. The Five of Wands is about competition. It's not necessarily hostile, but it can mean disagreement between family members, competition, and jealousy. Lots of conflict there. And I feel like this is a year of purging. And I don't want you to take that the wrong way. You're probably looking at this reading and saying, oh, so basically, Aire, you're telling my year will suck. Not necessarily. Some of you are probably already anticipating this conflict within the family. Whether it's a death in the family, or hospitalization, or divorce. So just keep in mind, this is the universe telling you that things are going to come to a head. And resolving this issue is not going to be tied up nice and neat. But you still have, I feel like you should still be optimistic, because it's telling you that this is going to get resolved one way or the other. but it's preparing you for something that in the bigger picture is going to benefit you in the long run. I know that it's probably something like, well, fuck you, I don't want to hear this. But that's what I'm seeing here for your year, and I don't think you should look on that as a bad thing. But that was your reading, Virgo, okay? And I still feel like this is going to be a promising year for you. I just feel like your year is going to be one of cleansing, purging, and letting go of everything that doesn't serve you. Nevertheless, I hope you're happy and healthy and safe. If you're grieving, my heart is with you. And as always, I wish you love and light.